Stay tuned for urban legends to ghostly tales of the paranormal, because now it's time for
Message on the Wall.
This is Message on the Wall and Celebrity UFO Sightings. We mere mortals may enjoy reading about celebrities, and a celebrity sighting is something to throw into a conversation. But what when it comes to aliens and UFOs? Well, there have been a few sightings by celebrities of the alien kind that have left them in awe and fear. Jamie Farr, better known as Klinger in the TV series MASH, had an encounter, but that was long before the 1972 show began. It was back in the early 60s when Jamie was on a date with his now wife, Joy Richards. It was around midnight when the couple were going along a deserted road in Yuma, Arizona, when they both saw a light in the sky going in zigzag movements at tremendous speed. Farr reported that the dome-shaped craft approached them, and in fear he sped up, only to find the craft was pacing them, even though he was doing around 60 miles per hour. Joy wanted him to pull over and try to make contact, but Jamie kept going. The craft, with a light circling beneath it, then shot off, quickly vanishing into the distance. Up to that night, Jamie Farr didn't believe in UFOs, but now he certainly does, with the occupants coming from another planet, if not another galaxy. John Lennon is another to have had numerous sightings of UFOs and even contact with aliens. He once gave a brief review in a radio interview where one summer evening he just happened to look out the window of his New York suite to see something with a red light on top and blinking lights below. He tried to rationalise this, thinking it could be a helicopter, but then it was making no sound, as he could hear the traffic below. Then he thought maybe a balloon, but it was too close to the rooftop and was manoeuvring too well. The sighting lasted a good 10 minutes, when it then made its way down the East River. Another legendary singer, Mick Jagger, also claims to have had 2 UFO sightings. The first leading to an interest in aliens and their encounters after seeing what he described as a cigar-shaped craft while camping at Glastonbury in 1968 in the company of his then-girlfriend, Marianne Faithfull. Mick's second sighting came a year later when he claimed to see a UFO hovering above an Altamont concert in California, where it remained for several minutes. And they aren't the only ones to have been affected by a sighting of the unknown, as boxing legend Muhammad Ali claims to have had regular sightings. One occurrence was in New York. Jogging through Central Park, Ali says he looked up into the sky to see a bright glowing light that seemed to move until it was directly in front of him. It shouldn't be surprising that any alien would want to contact the powers that be. So why not a President of the United States of America, as stories of meetings with aliens and secret intergalactic treaties abound among the conspiracy theorists. Actor-turned-president Ronald Reagan was the first president to actually make a statement of a possible invasion by aliens from another planet. Maybe the sighting he and his wife Nancy had while driving to a friend's house for a dinner party had a huge impact upon him. The most open about his sighting was President Jimmy Carter, who at the time was governor of Georgia. After an official dinner at Thomastown, Carter and around 20 other men went outside to see a bright light appear in the western sky, getting larger while changing colour. On reaching some nearby treetops, it hovered for a while before moving on, with none of those present being able to understand what they had witnessed. And we end on a third president who attempted to get his hands on UFO files just 10 days before his death. Of course, this gives conspiracy theorists another reason for why John F. Kennedy was assassinated on that fateful day in Dallas. 2 documents have been released under the Freedom of Information Act that show President Kennedy telling the head of the CIA that he wanted the required files no later than February the 1st, 1964, in order to cooperate with the USSR on outer space matters. Kennedy seemed concerned that the Soviet Union, which had numerous sightings, may think these craft didn't come from outer space, but from the USA. In the long run, you either believe or you don't. You have been listening to Message on the Wall, brought to you in association with Paranormal Parodies. You can find Paranormal Parodies at paranormal-parodies.com.